morning, everyone. Thank you for waking up with Glama. Welcome back to Wake Up with Glama. I'm awake and dressed and everything. Yay! I'm still drinking my coffee though. Had half a cup here left. So yeah, this morning I've been busy. I almost forgot to come and start the live event thing. Sorry, that's why I'm getting started a couple minutes late. I was busy editing the Scuddy tutorial. So yeah, I finally finished filming it yesterday. Yay! I actually filmed I actually filmed 4 videos yesterday. One, I'll take questions and comments here in a minute, so just bear with me for about 5 or 10 minutes while I talk to y'all, and then y'all can leave comments and say hello to each other and everything. So let's hold off on that for at least 5 or 10 minutes till I'm done finishing telling you about my evening and my morning. That way I don't have to go and play catch up later. But I'm glad to see that everyone can hear me now. Yay! So yeah, I made 4 videos yesterday. Live event. I went and tried to listen to it, and I wasn't having any success listening to like the first minute and 6 seconds. So I went and trimmed the live event. I don't know why there wasn't sound at first. So I did that, and then Adam went to go work out, and that's usually when I choose to work out. When he's gone, there's more room in the RV. I can see that I'm going in and out. I wonder if I should change this to park. I'm going to use my husband's connection to the internet. Okay, maybe I'll be able to stay in a little instead of going. I can see that I'm going in and out, in and out. So yeah, I went ahead and changed into my workout pants, and I did another floor exercise routine to put on my Glama's Beauty and Fitness Journal channel. So yeah, I watched it back later. I'm like, oh my word, I cannot believe that I did those exercises on camera. And the camera was at a weird angle, so yeah, it was funny looking. But I did what I told y'all that I was going to do. I don't know what they're really called, so I just call them Glama's butt ups. So yesterday I worked out my gluteus maximus, my booty. So I did maybe 3 or 4 different, maybe 2 or 3 different exercises for my booty. So I'll get that uploaded on my Glama's Beauty channel in the next couple of days. But and then I did a Glama's Little Sweetheart heart tutorial, and then I did Glama's Huge Heart tutorial, and then I finished filming the Scuddy tutorial. I needed to do the heart ones first because I was going to use those hearts. I will show you a preview of what my Scuddy looks like. I hope I don't lose connection. Let's see if I can get her in the shot. So there's the Scuddy. Isn't that adorbs? Let's see if I can get it close up. So this is what my Scuddy looks like. Adorable. And these are pockets. Adorable. See, let me see if I don't drop my laptop. Those are pockets. Yay! So now you guys are the first to get a preview of the tutorial coming up, because I know it's going to probably take a day or so for me to finish editing it and uploading it to YouTube, because it takes forever. So anyway, there's your little preview, your little sneak peek. So I did that. Whoa, I'm going to fall while I'm trying to get my coffee. And that took all evening. I don't know why I keep going in and out. I hope the sound isn't going in and out too. Is it going in and out for you, babe? Or you're not on it right now? Oh, all right. So anyway, that's what I did all day yesterday and most of the evening till about 7 o'clock or so, and then we ate some Nutrisystem dinner. I think this is going to be the last week that I do it because I've only lost a couple pounds, so it's like, I'm not gonna buy a $40-something box and not lose weight with it. So anyway, So yeah, we ate dinner and then we watched our shows like we always do. About 8 o'clock, we start watching our little shows and stuff. I watched American Idol. I love American Idol. Right now, I've got a few favorites. One of my favorites is the blind guy. I think his name is Garrett. He has got an awesome country voice. I listen to country music. I listen to Top 40. And oops, I'm getting ready to lose battery here. So let me plug in. Okay, so I'm almost finished because I didn't do a whole lot yesterday other than the tutorials. And then this morning I started, usually Adam is up before me and he makes our coffee and everything. He's so sweet. But this morning, I think he must not have been able to sleep well last night because he took Willow, our German Shepherd, out for a walk like around 5 or 6. And then I think he couldn't get back to sleep. So he read a chapter in The Maze Runner. He's reading the first book still, and I'm on the second one of the Maze Runner series. So he was up reading for about an hour, and then he came to bed, and that's what woke me up. So then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I got up, and I thought, well, I'll go start editing my tutorial while it's all nice and quiet right now. All the dogs are asleep, and I'll be able to be out there by myself. And I don't know why, babe, it's flashing in and out like almost on a continuous yeah, it's like, here, go watch it. It's like I'll count it. Let me count the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5 seconds it goes in and out. Come watch. So I don't know what's happening. So yeah, anyway, I went and started, the tutorial editing. So I'm halfway through that. It's probably only going to be like a 45 minute tutorial or a video for y'all to crochet with. So anyway, all right, guys, I am going to open it up to you guys now and let me go play catch up because I see comments here. Mostly, I think y'all were just saying good morning and that you could hear me finally. Let me see. So I have Tabitha in here. Good morning. And I have Judy Williams. Hi, Judy. Judy is from Rome, Texas. So anyone that's new in these live events, if you can just type in there and let us know where you're from. That's kind of what we've been doing every morning, just so we know where each other is from. And I know Tabitha is new in here. So maybe she can let us know where she's from. And there's Rose. Good morning, Rose. Let me see. Cheryl's in here again. Yay. Hi, Cheryl. And Lisa Wilkins. You were in here a couple days ago, I think. And so good morning. Crystal. Hey, Crystal, you're in here. You've never been in here before. Hi. Oh, that's so awesome. Barbara Vegas. Oh, hi. Good morning. I'm recognizing all these names that I usually either talk to on YouTube or in my Facebook group page, but they've never been in here, so yay. And Patricia's back. Yay, good morning. You know, yesterday I had such technical difficulty with the live event, and I tried to do a little fun thing. I tried to do a crochet along, and oh my word, when I went and watched it back after the live event, I don't think anybody was going to be able to, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to actually make the project, but Patricia did. She even posted a picture of it on my Facebook group page. She made a little tiny heart. Good job. You must have done a lot of guessing work because it was so choppy. The sound was so choppy. Okay, and Cozy Crafts is in here. And for any of y'all that don't know who Cozy Crafts is, her name is Sela. She's my 13-year-old friend. Eccentric Sister is in here. I don't know her real name, but she was in here, I believe, yesterday or the day before. Auntie Trouble is a new name. I haven't seen that one in here before. Good morning. And let me see. Tanya Tucker is back. Good morning, Tanya. And, oh, okay. Auntie Trouble is from Wisconsin. And Cozy Sela says, I love American Idol, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter. You're like my husband. He loves all those Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter and all those Marvel comic or characters or whatever. So I sit there and watch them with him too as I crochet. And Sela's from California. Yep, she's close to Disneyland, I think. And Lois is in here. Hi, how's your hand doing? I know you got your cast off yesterday or the day before yesterday. So how's it going? Is it feeling okay? No pain? And Tabitha says, this is my first time with you live. I know it is. I watch it all the time on YouTube. Love your videos. I'm new on the live events, but not to hear your YouTube videos. I'm from North Carolina. Oh, good. North Carolina. Babe, is that where Melanie's from?
Yeah.
Cool. My husband's sister, my sister-in-law is from North Carolina. I always get North Carolina and South Carolina mixed up, so I always have to ask him which one she's from. She's from a town near where, babe?
It's Monroe, near.
It's
that's close to Charlotte.
It's a little town called Monroe, and it's near Charlotte, just outside of Charlotte, I guess. I'm sure you know where it's at, Tabitha. So yeah, cool. Cheryl says hello. Lisa says good morning, ladies. Hope everyone is well. Tanya says Oregon, go Ducks. Lois says Montreal, Quebec. Yeah, so that's Canada, correct? As you know from yesterday, I'm not very geographically savvy. Barbara says, hi, I'm new to your channel. I'm from New York City. Oh, okay, Barbara, you're new. Okay, so there's someone else with the last name Vegas that I thought, yeah, I guess she's got a different first name now that I think about it. I just saw the last name. So welcome to my channel and welcome to my live event, Wake Up with Glama. And let me see, Lisa Wilkins is from Ohio. Go Bucks. Go Ducks, go Bucks. Oregon and Ohio. My husband grew up in Ohio, and I grew up part of my life in Michigan, Saginaw, Michigan, and he was in like Cleveland, Ohio area. And Sela Cozy Craft says, wow, there's 17 people watching. Oh, where does it tell you how many people? I don't even know where that shows at. Huh, cool. Yay. And Crystal's from Odessa, Texas. And Barbara says, I love all your videos. I learned how to crochet slippers for all of my 7 kids. Wow, that's awesome. Cheryl says, I'm a NCIS fan. And Cozy said, where? I'm losing myself here. Okay, Cozy says, Marvel is my life, LOL. Well, that and crochet. And you just learned crochet, right? So you're like, go Marvel characters. Tabitha says, I'm in Statesville. And she says she knows Monroe. We were just there maybe 6 months ago when we first came down to help my son with the custody case. So we stopped in there to visit his sister and mom. Cheryl said, okay, Kim is in here. Hi, Kim. She's from the UK. Kim says, good morning, Leticia and all other ladies. Leticia, I wanted to tell you that the crochet hook necklace you have, I also have one. I got mine from Amazon, but I wear mine on a shorter silver chain. You know, I thought this chain was going to be shorter. I wanted it a little higher. I wanted it about right there, not so low down. That is awesome. We have the same. I think I ordered mine on Amazon as well. That's funny. Probably ordered it from the same store. That's cool. Let me see. Oh, I just lost my spot. Tabitha says, thanks, Cheryl. Lois says, my arm is swollen. Aw, but getting better. Buddy and Holly say, good morning. Good morning. Who's here with me? I've got my kitty cat right there, and I don't want to wake them up, but I've got my 3-pound Yorkie, Princess Kylie, right here. She's curled up, and then I've got Jules curled up right next to her. Jules is my 16-year-old Chihuahua, and I am so shocked that my 10-pound Yorkie isn't in here. She's the one that's my Velcro dog, but she's watching me. I see her on my recliner. She's sitting on my recliner. She probably doesn't want to cross the hallway because Willow is sitting in the hallway. They're all kind of leery of her. She's a little gentle thing, though. She's big, but she's gentle. Okay. So Buddy and Holly are Lois's furry babies, I'll call them, because that's what I call mine. I call them my furry babies. I lost my spot. Like I always do. Oh, okay, Rose says, I tried to crochet the heart yesterday, but couldn't. I don't blame you. I watched it back, and it was awful. It was horrible connection. Eccentric Sister says, my name is Kay. Okay, cool. Now I can call you Kay. I'll try to remember that, just like I remembered Cozy Crafts is Sela. I'll try to remember. Eccentric sister is Kay, and she's from Oklahoma. Sela says, under the title of the video. Oh, under the title of the video? Let me go look. She says there's 17 people in here. Oh, yeah, it does. You're right. I just didn't scroll down far enough. It says 17 watching now. Thank you. Thanks, Sela, for pointing that out to me. And then Tabitha says, Leticia, can you tell us how you and your husband met? I've always been curious. You're such a sweet couple. Well, as you know, we go to the Kingdom Hall. That's where we gather together for our worship. I'm a JW, Jehovah's Witness, and so is he. So we met at the Kingdom Hall, and that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it. He asked me out, and I didn't go by myself. We always have a chaperone. That's the way it's supposed to be done. So my daughter and I went to lunch with him at, what was the name of the restaurant, babe? Bennigan's. And then right across from, I told him. He asked for my number. I gave it to him, and then he called me. We talked for like 2 or 3 hours the night before, and we both animal lovers. So we had that in common. So we really got to know each other on the phone a couple hours the night before we actually went out. And so I told him that he asked me what I was doing the next day, which was going to be a Saturday. And I said, well, I'm taking my daughter Finesse to go see Mona Lisa. Is it Mona Lisa Smiles? Yeah. Yeah, Mona Lisa Smiles, the movie. So that kind of tells you how long ago that was. It was still out in the theater. And so he says, oh, I like to go to the movies. I'm a big, movie buff person. And I'm like, well, if you want to meet us, we can do that. We can go to lunch, and then maybe we can all go to the movies together. So we met at Bennigan's to have lunch, and that was awesome. He's such a nice guy. And I'm going to tell you something. He probably won't like me telling you this, but while we were having lunch, I was like, he's such a sweet guy. I would love for him to be my best friend, but I wasn't feeling any chemistry. I'm sorry, babe. I wasn't feeling any chemistry. I was just thinking, man, I would really love to have this guy as my best friend. But, just as a friend. But he wasn't having that. He kind of just swindled his way into my heart. And yeah, so we went to the movie. We had lunch. Went to the movies, but that whole time I'm thinking, okay, he's going to make a great friend. He'll be good for my daughter and my son, to, go do things with as friends. But I thought, no, I'm not interested in that way. He's like a buddy to me. So anyway, went to the movies and everything, and that was it. And then he asked me what we were doing the next week. And I said, we live all the way in Castroville, and so we don't do a whole lot. I'm a homebody. My kids and I like to stay home a lot. So he said, well, you think maybe I can come over or something? We can all go to the park and stuff. So we did. And like I said, he started swindling his way into my heart. So that's pretty much it. And now we just celebrated our 10th year anniversary in January 17th. We dated for a whole year. Our first date was January 17th, and we got married on January 17th the next year. So exactly 1 year to the date later, we got married, and we never ever went on a date by ourselves. We always had a chaperone, just because, try to do everything by the book. We waited on everything. So I'll get a little personal here. After our wedding, after our ceremony and everything, we got married at his house. I decorated the whole house. It looked really pretty. I'm sure you saw pictures on my, I think I put it on my Made with Love by Glama channel. I put our wedding little video on there. I put pictures and stuff, and it tells you our whole story from, when we met to when we got married. So afterwards, because we, had been dating a whole year, and we're not like the rest of the world who, showed our passion of each other to each other, he picks me up after the ceremony, and looks at the audience and says, I've been waiting a whole year. And so he acted like he was walking me up the steps, and everyone cracked up laughing. But yeah, that was funny. He immediately put me down, of course, but I just thought that was funny. Anyway, so I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, it was nice. Okay, Kim says, Lois, I hope you soon feel much better. And oh, so much like Mimi is in here again. She was in here yesterday. Good morning. Cheryl Smith says, Glama, I did a project off of a pattern for the first time. Woohoo! You did it. You read a pattern. Yay. Yeah, you know, I had to teach myself how to read a pattern too. And basically just whatever whatever little symbol that you don't understand, I had to just keep going and looking it up, Googling it, or going on YouTube and looking it up and stuff. So that's basically how I taught myself how to read patterns. And once in a while, I still get something that I don't understand, so I have to go look it up still. Okay, where was I? Tabitha says, that's sweet about how you met and the dating and all. Thank you. Tanya says, has anyone been on Ravelry? Yes, I belong to Ravelry. I mean, I've got a membership in there. That's where I get most of my patterns. Yeah, that. And if you want a bunch of free patterns, cute, awesome looking patterns, go to allfreepatterns.com. Awesome stuff and easy. You can click on easy, intermediate, and what's the other one? Experienced. I think it says, or harder. I don't know. Yeah, you can find all kinds of free patterns there. Kay says, Cozy Craft Marvel has been my life. You should see the collection my boys and I have. Oh, that's awesome. Lisa says, best friends make the best husbands. Yeah, there you go. But you also have to have chemistry, though, and I didn't think I had any. So I'm like, eh. But it worked out. It worked out. I've been with mine for 27 years. Awesome. Tabitha says, I remember seeing that in the video about him trying to carry you up the steps. Yeah. Tina Gregera says, hello and good morning, Glama, and to y'all cool ladies here. Enjoy the moment. It's off to bed for me. Oh, okay. Bye, Tina. Thank you for staying up. I know that it's midnight there. When it's 10 a.m. my time, it's midnight your time. So thank you for staying up at least to pop in and say hello. So good night, sweet dreams, and crochet something beautiful in your dreams, okay? She says, nighty night, love, love, love. We'll watch the vid on your laptop, I guess, tomorrow. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Time is up to watch that video. Yeah. A lot of people, I thought a lot of people were going to say, this is a crochet channel. Why do you put this on here? But, oh my word, I had so much feedback from that video afterwards. Y'all can probably go and read all the comments on there. I guess I made a lot of people cry with that video because I put a voice over all the pictures and told what was happening in all the pictures. And so I'd say at least 6 or 7 people told me that they cried and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that almost brought tears to my eyes when they said that. For my son and for my daughter. So go and watch it. I'll leave that I'll leave that as a surprise, so you'll go watch the wedding anniversary video. But yeah, that still brings me to tears when I watch that part. Cozy Craft says to Kay, that's too awesome. I'm always looking for fellow Marvel fans. Well, Adam is probably, I don't know if Adam is in here watching all the comments, but I told him if he ever wants to participate, he can join in and leave comments too. So I'm sure y'all can talk Marvel characters forever with him. Patricia says, your husband sounds wonderful. I'm also blessed with a wonderful husband. He makes my coffee too every morning. Been married over 30 years and been through a lot, but we always say, without you, there's no me. Oh, that's so sweet. It's so endearing. Cheryl says, talked to my husband for a year before we ever saw each other. Was married in 1980. Ooh. So that's so sweet. Y'all got to know each other on the phone and stuff, or online or something. Cozy says, Glama, I don't know if you saw it, but I crocheted a pair of baby pants and it was my own pattern. Did you put that on my Google Plus community page? Because I did see them. They're blue, right? I did see them. Either that or you posted them on your Google page or something, but I did see them. I think those are the ones, right? They were blue. They were cute. Let me see. I lost my spot, guys. Let me go find my spot. Cheryl says, wow, Cozy. Kay says, eccentric sister. Kay says, I lost my spot. I made the heart. Can't wait for the Scooty. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? Or did it, was that a moment when it blacked out when I showed the Scooty right here? Oh, and then Cozy says, I made a tutorial for it. So once I'm done editing it, I'm going to post it. Yay. I went and subscribed to your channel, by the way, Sela. I went and clicked on your name the other day when you were in here, and then I went and subscribed to your channel. You have a really nice voice. You have such a grown-up voice. Way more grown-up than mine. You're so calm when you talk. I was impressed. Cheryl says, can't wait to see it, Cozy. Judy says, I'm working on your sock pattern, but in Dallas cowboy colors. Which sock pattern? I have 3 socks up in my tutorial. I have the one that you work in the round and it has a heel. And then I have a tube sock. And then I have the loom knitting sock. So it sounds like you're probably doing the loom knitting sock, huh? Cozy says, LOL, yep. So much like Mimi says, can you talk a little about living in an RV? It seems so interesting. Eccentrics, I will in a second. Eccentric sister says, Cozy, let us know when or when the video is up. Tabitha says, my husband and I dated 6 years, took forever, but was worth it. Lots of hard times, but we love each other very, very much. 26 years together now. Woohoo! That's awesome to hear. Cozy says, no, I posted it on Instagram. Oh, okay, maybe that's where I saw it. Yeah, they're blue. Okay, I did see them then. Tabitha says, love the Scooty. Hope I spelled that correct. Well, I spell it with a D instead of a T because if you were to spell hoodie, it's with a D. So it's a Scooty. So it's a scarf hoodie combination. So I spell it with a D, but I've seen a couple people. I think you and Lily. Lily's not in here today. She spells it with a T, probably because she's not hearing how I'm saying it. Scooty. Eccentric sister says, I saw what you showed. Okay, good. It showed up. Cozy Craft says, yay, thank you. What, that I subscribed? You're welcome. Rose says, I'm still here. I'm listening to you while I'm cleaning up where the puppies made a mess. Aw. And Judy says she is doing the loom sock. Okay, so that's all the comments that I see for now. And for anyone that's new in here, hold on, let me clear my throat. There is like a 1 minute delay, 1 or 2 minute delay in here. So maybe you've already got a comment on there, but it doesn't show up for me for like a minute later. So yeah, I just saw some comments. Patricia says, it's great to have your channel, to have friends over the internet because I live in the country, small community, and wish more people out here would crochet. Yeah, we're building our own little community, aren't we? Our own little family, our own little crochet circle. Glama and Friends Crochet Circle. Yay, that's what we should call this. Kim Curry says, well done, Cozy. I'd love to see your video as well. Okay, so who just asked me about RV living? Let me go back and look. Okay, so much like Mimi asked me about RV living. I don't know exactly what to say. It does take some getting used to. We started off in a motor home, and we gave that motor home to my son. So he's a few spaces back that way. And then we started off in a 20, and then we went from that to a 28-foot mobile Scout. And and I love that one. I didn't want to leave that one. I thought that was going to be my forever RV. But then we thought, well, when we finally go and get Finesse and all her pets, we're not all going to fit in here. So we got into this one. It was already in this spot. And when I used to walk the dogs, I would always look at it because I loved how it looked from the outside. It has 1, 2, 3, it has 4 slide outs. And slide outs make make the biggest difference ever, because when you're just in a motor home with no slide outs, or an RV with no slide outs, you feel so confined. But yeah, with slide outs, it feels like a studio apartment. So I'm not sure how many square feet this would be, but this is a 38-foot Fleetwood Regal is the brand, and I don't know what year it is. It's a 2000 something. It's an older one. I think, I don't know, 2000. What year is this, babe?
What?
Our RV.
Okay.
It's a 2007. Yeah. So yeah, the guy was selling it, and we just happened to be needing it, so we got this one, making payments on it. And we still have our house in Washington that we need to go back up and clear it all out, and either sell everything out or put stuff in storage, and then try to sell the house or rent it out or something. Okay, but I don't mind it. The only thing is, of course, the only thing that I really, really miss is my craft room. I had just finished my craft room in Washington, painted it a powder pastel pink, which made me very calm when I was in there. Had a place for my yarn. It was just so cozy, and that's what I miss, because when I do tutorials, I do it out there in the living room, and it ends up being a mess out there, and I can't, and if I'm not done filming that day, it just ends up looking messy for 2 or 3 days till I'm done filming, where before, when I was in Washington, I could just be done filming for the day, turn all the lights off and everything, close the craft room door, and then, you know, everything else looked orderly. So that's the only thing that I really, really miss. And closet space. I have really, really good closet space in here. Let me see if I can show you. Not all RVs have full, let me see if I'm getting, I think I'm frozen because it's not showing. But the double mirror doors right there is a full-size closet, but it's all my stuff in there. And Adam has a different littler closet. So yeah, that's the only other thing is the space. But this bed lifts up, and there's storage under the bed. There's all kinds of little cubbies, like right up here and right up there, and there's 2 rows of cubbies like that in the living room, one on that side, one on that side. But I don't mind it. I don't mind RV living at all. If I was to do this forever, I wouldn't mind. The only thing I would want to do is trade this one in for one that has a bunk room. They have RVs that have a bedroom, and then they have another bedroom on the opposite end, and it usually has bunk beds and stuff. If I was going to do this forever, I would want to trade this in for one of those and make that my craft room so that I could just close the door. But I'm liking it. I'm used to it. You know, I thought when I went to Washington to my 3,300 square foot house that I was going to be like, I don't want to leave this. But it didn't matter. I couldn't wait to get back here. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, and it's kind of decorated in a Tuscan type colors and stuff, which I love. I've always wanted to go to Tuscany, so the kitchen area and everything looks kind of Tuscanish. Okay, now I lost my spot because I talked so much and y'all kept typing. Let me see. I don't know where I am now. So I'm gonna probably spend the rest of the time playing catch up here. Let me find my spot. Rose says, I'm still here. I'm listening to you. Okay, I read that part. Okay. Rose says, oh, I forgot to ask you, what size loom do I use for the sock tutorial? Oh, I mentioned it in the tutorial. You probably haven't watched it then. It's a 24 peg loom. Tanya says, I met my husband at church, and we will be celebrating 16 years on March 4th. Yay! Congratulations. Eccentric sister, and her name is Kay. Patricia, I live in the country too. Cheryl says, me too, Kay. Lisa says, me too. Love living out in the sticks. I've always wanted to live out in the country, but near a river or a lake or something. That would be my dream home. Or even put this somewhere on land that has a river or a lake running through it. Kim says, oh, I just remembered my dog has the same thing with her pinky nails as Jackson. Oh, and Jackson will not let us trim them. So, oh my word, it's so difficult to keep that little guy's nails in check. She says, I have to get my girl cut regularly at the vet's as she hates having it done. Exactly. That's what we have to do with Kylie. Cozy says, I will definitely let all of you ladies know when the video is up, and when you see it, I would appreciate feedback on it. It's too complicated, if it's too complicated, or how I explained it. Cozy says, because sometimes I can't tell if it's understandable. Exactly. I still worry about that. So I know you're just starting off, and I still worry about that too, that I'm explaining it correctly. So sometimes I reiterate, and I think sometimes I over-explain because I want all the newbies to get it for sure. I don't want them to get frustrated and not get it. Tabitha says, my husband and I talked about doing an RV full-time. We would love to travel, but he has to work, and he's a truck driver, so that makes it hard. You know, I am hearing a lot of people trying to get out of debt, and so they're RVing it full-time. And there's a few people in here that we've talked to, and they've sold their houses, and they're just RVing it for life, you know. I don't think I want to do it for life. I want to do it for maybe a year or two longer, and then, you know, sell that house up there and purchase one down here, but not one as big as the one I have in Washington. That was too big. So yeah. Cozy Craft says, if you ladies want, you can subscribe to my channel now. You're just putting your little plug in there, aren't you, Cozy? Because I'm going to upload it very soon, hopefully tomorrow or this weekend. Let me refresh this because I see more comments down there. Tabitha says, oh, okay, Cozy, I will. Cheryl says, I sure will, Cozy. Let me just see. I'll just keep reading until I see that someone addresses me. Let me see. I just subscribed, Cozy. Tabitha says, it's a shame you can't turn one of the closets into a workspace. Ooh, I probably could. That's a good idea. Oh, and I don't know if y'all were able to see it, but there's 2 doors right there, and that's where Adam's closet is. And then underneath are 3 wide drawers, but you can take those drawers out, and behind the drawers is a washer hookup. So you can buy a small washer for RVs, but they're like $1,000. But I do want to save up for that. You can only put like 4 or 5 items in there at a time, but like when it's raining and you don't want to go to the little laundry room, you know, that would be perfect. So yeah, that's what I want to do with that space. Cozy says, thank you all so much. Tanya says, I'm going to subscribe to your channel when we're done here, Cozy. Kim says, does your daughter live in an RV on her own, Leticia? Yeah, she does. There's a space right next to us, and then the one right after that is my daughter, and she's never lived on her own before. So this was a good way to, she's 23, but I'm not going to push my kids out till they're ready to get pushed out, you know. She has a job, she's responsible, so I mean, why not take advantage of, you know, a roof over her head is how I thought of it. She's responsible, she helps out and stuff. So, but once we came down here to Texas, and since we're RVing it, you know, we couldn't be in the same RV because there's not enough rooms and there's not enough space. So yeah, she's in it. She's in an RV by herself. She had a hard time getting used to it, but I thought this is a really nice, easy way to ease her way into maybe getting a little apartment if she wants to later. She'll kind of know what it's like to live on her own. So yeah, instead of just pushing your kids out, I mean, I thought this was a nice way, and she can come, she just walks right over if she needs something, or if she needs my husband to drain the whatever, the bathroom area for her. You know, he goes and does, when he does ours, he goes and does hers. So yeah, she's living on her own over there. Now let me refresh. Tabitha says, congratulations on your anniversary, Tanya. Tanya says, thank you. Cheryl says, Glama, have you thought about doing a hook case? Not really. Everyone keeps asking me for one, but since I don't need one, I haven't really come up with a pattern for it. I know there's a bunch out there on YouTube already, so no, I haven't really put that on my list to make yet. Rose says, thank you. I like to make sure I have the correct size before I watch the video. Yeah, well, what I do, and I recommend to everyone, is to watch the video first. all the way through, and then just get all the necessities that you need. But yeah, in the video, I did say that it's a 24 peg loom. It's a boy loom, B-O-Y-E. I think that's how you say it. Kim says, I live right next to the sea, coast, not beach. It's either wonderful or really awful, depending on the weather. Wow, that sounds cool, though. Dana Gonzalez is in here. Hi. She says, hi, Leticia. I'm just crocheting on my granddaughter's sweater, finishing up the last sleeve, and listening to everyone's comments. Just too fun. It is, huh? This is kind of cool. So we're at 10:46, guys. We got about 15 more minutes to go before I say goodbye. So let me see. Kay says, this is a great video. You can get a stackable. You can get a stackable. Oh, you mean the washer area? Well, the washing machine that I'm talking about does both. It's just one unit, and it does washing and drying. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Tabitha says, Leticia, does anyone have trouble with their hands getting numb when they crochet? I've had it for years. I don't have any pinched nerves in my neck, but I do have back problems. I love to crochet. Yeah, so y'all go ahead and answer that if you want. I don't get numbness. I used to get crampy hands, but now that my hands used to get crampy. But now that I'm using my tulip crochet hooks, I'm telling you, it's like night and day. My hands do not cramp up at all. I can't believe that a hook would do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm loving my tulips hooks. Tabitha says, but sometimes I have to take breaks from it. Tanya says, Cheryl, I made a hook case and I got the pattern on Ravelry. Exactly. There's a bunch of patterns out there for crochet hook cases. Lisa says, gotta head out to pick up my daughter from work. You ladies have a great day and happy crocheting. Okay, bye, Lisa. Thank you for joining us here. See you tomorrow, maybe. Cheryl says, Dana, I whole left arm. Oh, your whole left arm numb, waiting to have some tests done. Aw. Tabitha says, see ya, Lisa. Cheryl says, typo, cat did it. He, he. Yeah, right. You used that excuse last time and you said you don't even have a cat. I think that was you, right? I mean my left arm. Kim says, bye, Lisa. Cheryl says, thank you, Tanya. Okay, so that's it for the comments. It's 10:48. So I guess we need to start winding down our comments. I'm sure there's more that are going to start coming in because, like I said, there's a delay, but we can start winding it down a little bit, or ask me any last minute questions or comments that you might have. It doesn't just have to be about crochet because, like I said, this is going to be the hub channel for all my channels. So I've got my beauty and fitness channel that we can talk about as well. And this channel and my Made with Love by Glama. Dana says, why do you like crochet better than knitting? I love my pink tulip hook set that I got after you showed yours. Really good, you got one. To me, knitting just seems more complex, a little harder to understand. I do know how to knit, but I only know the basics, purl and knit, stitch, and I only know how to make square or rectangular objects. I don't know how to make armholes or anything like that yet, but I'm determined to learn one day. But it is, I think, a harder craft to learn than crochet. So, and crochet, my mom taught me how to make a chain and single crochet when I was like 12 or 13, but then I never really did anything with it. So I basically say that I didn't learn to crochet till a year and a half ago because I didn't do anything really with it until a year and a half ago. I had to teach myself again. Tabitha, okay. Okay, Tabitha's talking about the numbness. Kim says, I have one tulip hook on order to try. I also just bought an Amour, is that how you say it? Amour hook to try. Yeah, I've heard of those. I love my tulip. Excuse me, I just burped. I don't know why. I love my tulip hooks, especially because they're my favorite color, pink. Auntie Trouble says, well, time to get ready for work. Have a great day. Bye. Bye, Auntie. Hopefully we'll see you in here soon. Kim says, oh, I just lost my spot. Kim says, I have crampy hands at times, so I hope to see if either of those help. Well, I was using the boy hooks, which I still love the boy hooks. I just wish my hands didn't cramp up with them, but I love the real cushy grip on the boy hooks. But the tulip hooks are so light. I mean, seriously, it feels like you could almost crochet with just 2 fingers. They're so feather light, and I don't know if that's the difference, but I just love my hooks. And I'm so glad that I love them because I told Adam that's what I wanted, but I thought they're like $100. And I thought, what if I don't like them? So I'm so relieved that I do love them. Eccentric Sister says, I'm thinking of doing the RV for 2 of my boys. I gave my house to my oldest son. Ah, cool. I hope I didn't miss any comments. Tabitha says, Leticia, please keep doing the fitness stuff. I enjoy it and helps me as I can't do aerobics. I have to pace myself because of physical issues. Things on the floor seem easier. Okay, yeah. Someone about 2 weeks ago commented in one of my beauty tutorials and said, you should just make this a beauty channel and just leave out the fitness stuff because most people have a fitness routine already. But she probably didn't watch my very first video. And so my very first video explains why I'm doing the beauty and fitness. At first, the channel was called Glam It Up with Glama, but I changed it to Glama's Beauty and Fitness Journal because that's what I said that it was going to be. It was going to be me journaling my progress on learning new makeup techniques, skin regimens, and hair techniques and stuff, hair care, nail care, exercises for women my age. So that's what I'm doing. I'm journaling it. And so that's why I named it that. And that's why I'm going to keep doing the fitness in there because as you saw, my first floor exercise video, I weighed 123, which when I got here 6 months ago, I was 110. So I need to lose that weight. But yesterday when I did the floor exercise, I weighed myself and you'll see that I lost a couple pounds. So I'll have that video up soon. So I'm going to keep doing it, you know, making the channel the way that I'm doing it, doing beauty and fitness and stuff like that. So it's my journal, but instead of journaling it all out in writing, I'm talking about it and doing it live on, or not live, but I'm doing it on video. Kim says, I enjoy knitting. I'm knitting a sweater at the moment, but also have about 4 crochet projects on the go as well. My throat starts to give out because I'm talking so loud because the computer's way over there. When I'm doing my tutorials, I can use my real voice, not have to project so loud. My throat's getting a little tickle right now. Dana says, knitting intimidates me. I can never fix mistakes by myself. Crochet is easy to fix. Yes, it is. You just pull it out. Just frog it. Rip it, rip it, rip it out. Cozy says, Glama, I think you and I started crocheting around the same time because I've been crocheting about 1.5 years too. Oh, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I started crocheting 1.5 years ago. I loved it, fell in love with it. I started because just for something to keep my mind busy and because we were coming down to visit the girls in Texas. And I had already come down and visit them several times and bought them gifts and stuff. And this time I'm thinking, what can I get them that I haven't already bought them? So I went on YouTube and I learned how to make a SpongeBob hat. So I made them each a SpongeBob hat. That's when I fell in love with crocheting again. And then I made them fingerless gloves and I put a Hello Kitty face on them. So I'm sure you've seen my tutorials, and at the beginning they have their Hello Kitty stuff, I think. And then at the end, I think they have their Minion hats and stuff. But so that's another reason I started crocheting, was because I had already bought them everything I could think of. So I thought, well, this is something they don't have. And so like after I started crocheting, two or 3 months later, I was thinking about the type of channel that I would make if I did my own, but it took me 2 to 3 months to wrap my brain around it and get the nerve to do it. So 2 or 3 months later, I started my channel, didn't think anybody would find it. And now 59,000 subscribers later, 1.5 years later, yay, people found me. I'm so glad y'all did. My throat. Okay, it's 10:55, so I'm probably not going to get to all your comments. So let me see if I can get as many as I can in 5 minutes. Rose says, I loved the camper you posted. Oh yeah, on Facebook. Isn't that adorable? I would love to have that as my craft room. Just maybe I can buy an old one for like $500 or something down the road, and then try to convert it into that. It's so cool. Y'all got to go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Glama Wilson. Okay, Tabitha says, oh, and I also posted it on my Facebook group page. Tabitha says, I'm 45 and there isn't much, oh dang it, I just lost it, much out there for ladies of a more mature age. Exactly. That's why I started this channel, to journal my progress, and for anyone else that is 40 plus. Because at the time when I made the channel, I was 49 and I was going to be 50 in like 2 or 3 months. And she says, especially with beauty. Patricia says, with the workout, it's neat if your cable has YouTube and work out with Glama and the screen is bigger instead of the laptop. Eccentric Sister says, Kim, I enjoy knitting, just learning, love it. Kim says, I was hooking, I thought you know how people say, I'm hooking, crocheting. I was looking back at your videos last night and I have been subscribed and watching you for about 11 months. Oh, yeah. So you'll see that my very first crochet video was March of 2013. But since we're not quite in March still, it's been about 1.5 years or so, a little over 1.5 years, or almost 2 years, I should say. So yeah. I joined about the time you did your comfy socks. Okay. Tabitha says, I just lost you. I love knitting too. I love the loom knitting, but it makes my arms so tired. Kim says, Kay, it is harder than crochet in some ways, but I do too, but I love the look of knitting, she says, and there's so much you can do with it. I know. That's what I first tried to do first, was knitting. That's why I knew how to purl and knit before I taught myself crochet 1.5 years ago. But man, I just love the look of the knitting sweaters. And that's why I love loom knitting, because you can get that same look with a loom. So to me, that's easier than the 2 needles and stuff. But I will learn it. I will master it someday. Kim says, Kay, okay, you already read that. Patricia says, I love crocheting and I also do beadwork. Start very young at 8 years old. You did? Wow. Eccentric Sister says, my doctor told me to do it after my heart surgery. See, didn't I say that on the other tutorial, that it's even prescribed by doctors? Tabitha says, okay, everyone, and Leticia, see you tomorrow. I really enjoyed being here. Hugs. Okay, and so I'm going to say goodbye also. It's 10:58 my time. So we'll see you, Tabitha. Bye-bye. Bye to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here again this morning at Wake Up with Glama. And I will be here tomorrow. And then we'll have the weekend. And then I'll be here again Monday. All right, so this is working out great. Bye, guys. I'll read everybody's goodbyes. It's 10:59 right now. Kim says, bye, Tabitha. Tabitha says, bye, Kim. Cozy says, this has been fun, but I have to go get dressed for the day. I have a field trip to a chocolate factory this morning. I hope to be back tomorrow. Bye. Love you all. Okay, bye. Missed you yesterday, Sela. But if you watched it, you heard me say your name. All right, guys. Thank you so much once again for joining me. And don't forget how much I love you. And don't forget to love yourselves and everyone you come in contact with, so that we can stop bullying. All right, guys. I love you. Mwah. Bye.